Hello Archons, and welcome back to Keyflux versus the Keyraken. So, as you can see, today my layout is a little differently, and my background is not so well removed, and that's because I'm experimenting with live streaming. With the live streaming app anyway. I'm not yet live streaming, but by the time you see this video, the live stream would have happened. So the timeline is kind of interesting there. But in any case, yes. So I'm testing live stream with my computer and my setup to see if that could work. And so far, so good. I think I can make this work. And that will most definitely speed up my editing process as well, because then I don't have to put together the picture and everything. It's all together, all synchronized, so I don't have to worry about that. All I need to do then in my post-production will be to just add the few graphics, the little Keyraken icons, the ember counter and that stuff, which without constantly putting my hands on the computer, I cannot do live. So that's fine. That will definitely make my life easier. And so far, I think it looks pretty good, even if the keying is not perfect. But then that's because I'm using an IKEA towel as a green screen, not a proper green screen. So yeah, there's only so good a key that can be. But I think that's quite decent considering. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, but without further ado, let's continue with our exploration of this Dark Tidings box and see if this one can defeat the Keyraken. So what have we got? Let's take this one here. Ooh. Okay, let's crack open this deck and see what it has to offer. We have Footpad Jokely of Mutantmarket, Shadows Saurian Untamed. There you go. Footpad Jokely of Mutantmarket. Cool. That's a cool name. And a cool combination of houses. I'm quite happy with that. Well, I would be happy with any combination of houses. Like, I'm happy with any Keyforge, you know. But I love me good Saurians, so yeah. Saurian are amongst my favorite houses. And Shadows is always a good thing to see. Let's try to open it without ruining the cards. Okay, there we go. Right, take out the archon card, take out the reference card, and shuffle. And here we go. Altruit's Rostrum. Okay. Little Neef. Bumblebird. Caradis. Cool. Caradis and Scylla. Awesome. Love those two. That's my third deck with them. Loot or Pillage. Excellent. And Spore Gorger. Right, so it's not an ideal starting hand, to be honest. I really don't have much to play with there. 2/2/2 hand. Although having Caradis in play, each enemy creature gains before fight lose 1 ember. Yep, that's not bad at all. So I don't know, maybe it's worth keeping just to put that down first. I don't know. Nah, I will mulligan. Alright, and this time, here we go. 5 card hand. Key Frog, yay! Fisgus Felix. Crushing Charge. Sense of Philo. And finally, Trojan Sauropod. Oh, lovely. Okay, well that's a much better hand to begin with. At least I can dish out everything in my hand. Yeah, Trojan Sauropod will just have to go. Like maybe as a end game kind of thing. Like there was a very interesting discussion about Trojan Sauropod on the Keyforge Nordic League Keyforge Nordic podcast, and they made some very good point that it could be useful in certain very specific circumstances and as an end game kind of thing. That's kind of psyching your opponent. So it's definitely worth considering for that, but certainly not first turn against the Keyraken. No way, man. Sensaphilo. Discard the Crushing Charge and play Physicus Felix. If the tide is high, I may exalt a creature. Well, it's low and there's nothing I want to exalt, so yeah, that's fine. Alright, what are we drawing? Persistence Hunting. Okay, that's very handy. Chelonia, nice. Another Sensaphilo, very good. And a Walk the Plank. And one more card. Hedonistic Intent. Okay. Alright, so yeah, we've got some options next turn. That's quite good. Okay, and now the Keyraken comes at me with 3 cards. Crushing Arm. Devour Hold. The Keyraken gains Skirmish and Pred, the least powerful creature. It fights then readies. Alright, let's throw it at Sensaphilo. And then a Swift Current, again, 2 Amber. Okay, and then the Keyraken fights Sensaphilo again, destroying it. Okay. Alright, my turn. Okay. So I would say it would be good to make some Ember. I can either Reap with Physical Felix or Chelonia Keyfrog, Persistence Hunting. Okay, yeah, let's go through my hand. Let's put Chelonia, let's put Keyfrog, Chelonia. I'm not, it doesn't matter which order I play. I'll keep Keyfrog in the middle. Because it's the least powerful flank creature, so this will fight Chelonia and that will be elusive, so nothing's gonna happen, so that's fine. But we're doing a Persistence Hunting, therefore we're exhausting the creature of House Keyraken. Alright, and that is my turn. Okay, we've got 3 cards. We draw a Loot or Pillage, a Hand Cannon, and another Persistence Hunting. Very good, very, very good, yes. Okay, so I think either Shadows or Saurian, unless there's a reason to go untamed if it dish out a ton of stuff. Yeah, we can definitely steal some Ember there with Shadows, which would be nice. Okay, the Keyraken with 3 cards. Emergence, gain 1 Ember. Destroy 1 of my artifacts and exhaust 3 of my creatures. There we go. Slippery Arm and another Slippery Arm. Okay, and then the Keyraken Reaps. And then a Swift Current will capture 1 which is with the highest power, so that is the Crushing Arm. Okay. Lovely. Okay, well I think it is then time to steal some Ember and raise the tide. That is the wisest play, I think. Okay. Okay. Let's give Skirmish, so Hand Cannon to Physicus Felix. Up, gain 1 Ember. Then Walk the Plank. I will steal 1 Ember. Okay. And then a Loot or Pillage. Do I capture or do I steal? That's a tough question there. So here we'll fight the least powerful flank creature. Yeah. I don't know how long my creatures will live there. It's a tough one. Yeah, I'm going to capture, I think. And I'll put it on Chelonia since it has elusive. And then I'll spend my 2 Ember to raise the tide. There we go. Okay. Yeah, and that is my turn. We draw an Altruist Rostrum. Hard Simpson, very nice. And Keyraken. Deal 1 damage to each creature. Gain 1 Ember for each creature destroyed this way. Alright. Okay, we'll see what we do with that next turn. Keyraken. Lashing Tentacle. Whirlpool AD, gain 1 Ember. And Beholder's Grandeur. The Keyraken gains 1 Ember for each creature I control that shares a house with one or more of its neighbors. So that is 2. Keep forgetting about this card. Handing the Keyraken Ember just like that. Ah well. Keyraken Rate. The Crushing Arm will prey the least powerful flank creature, that's Chelonia, so no damage because of elusive. And then this will Reap, and the other Slippery Arm will Reap. The tide is high, so no archives. And then the Swift Current will get destroyed because I have no Ember, but that lowers the tide, unfortunately. Okay. Right, so now the Keyraken is at 6. Should do something about that. Alright. So I could slow down the Keyraken by using the Persistent Hunting to exhaust everything. Reap me with my creatures and raise the tide. Or I can start dealing some damage. Go through Saurian, but let's see, I would be able to gain 1 Ember by playing that and then exalting, so I would get 2 Ember, so I could raise the tide again. I think I'll do that, and I'll destroy the Lashing Tentacle, and this thing I can deal with later. So I will play the Altruist Rostrum. I will play a Sensophilo over here. Hold on, before I do that, I will actually play the Hedonistic Intent, because I can exalt this guy, that's fine. I think he's got Skirmish, so it's less risky to exalt him. And then exalt Crushing Arm and Lashing Tentacle. And again an Ember, not forget from playing the Hedonistic Intent. Okay, there we go. Then we play the Sensophilo. Alright. Hold. Yeah. Right, then I will fight. Yes, so I will fight the Lashing Tentacle. So I will destroy Lashing Tentacle, gain 1, get the Ember back, destroy, deal 3 damage to the Keyraken as a result. Okay, the tide is not high yet, so I cannot exalt a creature. That's okay. Alright. And then I will spend the 2 Ember I got to raise the tide, so that the Keyraken advances for 6. Okay. Right. Okay, and then I draw 3 cards. The Freebooter Fae. A Deepwater Gruan, yay! And a Witch of the Dawn. Okay. That's nice. Okay, I've got a very good hand there. I can do some stuff with that. Excellent. Okay, the Keyraken advances for 6. Nothing I can do about that. And lowers the tide. Okay. We've got 3 cards coming. Race to the surface. Gain 1 ember. For each time the Keyraken has advanced, it archives 1 adventure card, and I draw that many. So that's this card being archived, and I draw a Mookling. Oh, that'll come in handy. Very good. Then another Race to the surface. Okay. So that archives this one, and I draw a Medicus Lacus. Ooh, that's good. Capturing and using that ember for myself. And a Tenacious Arm. Alright. The Keyraken Reaps. This fights Chelonia. This will reap, and the tide is low, therefore it archives a card. This will reap, and the same thing happens. And then this will stun and exhaust one of my creatures that is not already stunned. I guess this guy is a prime target for the Keyraken to stun. Okay. Alright, and we're at 5 ember on the Keyraken side. With a ton of archived. Ooh. Okay, so I guess with Untamed, yeah, I think Untamed is most definitely what I should do there. Yeah, because then I can raise the tide, I can reap with those two, raise the tide, exhaust everything there, return a creature from my discard pile to my hand. Is there something I would want to return actually? What's in my discard? Well, I can bring back the Sense of Philo there. Yeah, why not? Yeah, alright. Okay. Okay, very good. So, I will, yeah, reap and reap. So I reap twice. Then I will spend the 2 ember I just gained to raise the tide. Okay. And then we shall let's see. So let's start with the persistence hunting. Gain 1 ember, exhaust each creature of House Keyraken. Aha! Alright, then I will play a Mookling, gaining 1 from Chelonia. I will play a Deepwater Gruen over here. Okay, so I gain 2 ember from the Deepwater Gruen, plus 1 from Chelonia. And then I will play Witch of the Dawn over here, gaining 1 from Chelonia, and bringing back this Sense of Philo into my hand. Okay. Alright, so that's all I can play, and yep, that's it. Alright, very nice. Okay, that was a nice burst. Let's draw 1 card, a Lapisaurus. Okay, so now the Keyraken will come at me with 3 cards and his massive archive. Uy. Let's do the archive first. So we have a Tidal Trouble. 1 ember. Stun my most powerful creature and each creature that shares a house with it. If the tide is high, I mellow the tide instead. So that would be my Saurian. Well, I think the Keyraken would probably prefer me stunning all of my Untamed there, since Deepwater Gruen is the most powerful. So, or I can lower the tide. Well, considering how much ember I have, I think I will take the chance and lower the tide. Since I do have the choice, I'll do that. Then we have a Crushing Arm, a Zealot Revelation. Shuffle the adventure discard pile into the adventure deck, and then the Keyraken archives 3 adventure card. Okay. so I cannot prevent that from happening. Alright, so that's from the archive. This is from the adventure deck. So I've got 3 cards coming up from the adventure deck. So let's shuffle quickly. Okay, and then 3 cards are archived. And then we'll have 3 other cards coming. And then the last of the archive, Tide Down. Gain 1 ember. Put 1 of my creatures on the bottom of my deck. If the tide is high, the Keyraken archives 1 adventure card. So 1 of my creatures at the bottom of my deck. I say Chelonia is a prime target there for Keyraken to put at the bottom of my deck. Okay. And then the 3 from the adventure deck, the Evil in the Ranks, deal 3 damage to each of my flank creatures. So that's Witch of the Dawn destroyed, and 3 damage on Sensephilo. That's it. Left in its wake, gain 1 ember, exhaust my most powerful creature, and each creature I control that shares a house with it. So I say... That's a tough one. What would the Keyraken choose there? Possibly Untamed. Yeah. And finally a Whirlpool Eddy. Okay, the Keyraken Reaps. And then this will stun and exhaust 1 of my creature that's not already stunned. So that will be this guy there. Look. And that's the Keyraken's turn, having a bonkers amount of ember. Alright, so I get to forge a key. 6 ember. Boom. 1 key forged. Now, what should I do? I'm not in a great position here. I can freebird a Fae to raise the tide, which is most definitely the right thing to do. If I go Saurian, I will not be able to raise the tide. So yeah, my only option there, I think, is Shadows. Care Up I will not play. I'm certainly not going to deal 1 damage to everything. Yep. Okay. Right. So let's go. So what have we got? Crushing. So we've got 2 crushing arms that will prey the least powerful flank creature, which is currently Deepwater Gruin. So one of them would destroy Deepwater Gruin. Well, and Sensephilo. Or I put Hart Simpson. Yeah, let's let's go with that. Hart Simpson will get destroyed. Yeah. So I'll play Freeboot Fae. We raise the tide. Then I play Hart Simpson over there. I discard Care Up. I could use Care Up to steal 1 by dealing damage to Hart Simpson, but I really don't want to deal 1 damage to all of my stuff. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. And then I would steal 1 ember. I don't know how useful that would be. Nah. Well, I mean, if there's something that will deal 2 damage to the slippery arms, that's always that. So I guess maybe I could play Care Up to distribute damage everywhere. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. So yeah, let's just do that. Okay. All right. So that's that. So we have 3. We draw 3. A Bumblebird. Yeah, we knew about that. Easy marks. Exalt each damaged enemy creature. Oh, well then. Okay. Yeah. Obviously, if I knew that this was there, I would have played the damn Kerwallop. Well, it's just what it is. I'm playing blind, so. Okay. The Keyraken advances for 6 plus 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oof. Okay. We have 3 cards coming up, plus 3 from the archive. We have a Lashing Tentacle. That board is getting out of hand, man. A Preternatural Will. Oh yeah, the tide is low because the Keyraken advanced, so I heal 6 damage from the Keyraken. Alright. And then a Crimson Churning. Gain 1 Ember. Deal 1 damage to each of my creatures. Okay, so I deal 1 damage to each of my creatures. Okay, well, there's nothing. So, Hard Simpson, the tide is low, so my opponent steals 1. There's nothing to steal, so there, take that. Well, I guess in a way that this would have destroyed my Mookling had I played the Kerwallop. So, yeah. Alright. Okay, and then we have a Swift Current. 2 Ember. Beast of Dark Legend. Gain 1 Ember for each of my Unforged keys. So that's another 2 Ember for the Keyraken. Lovely. And the last card, an Emergence. Gain another Ember. Destroy 1 of my artifacts. So that's that. And exhaust 3 of my creatures. Let's, well, once again, exhaust the untamed stuff. Or maybe let's keep the Mookling and exhaust that, because if that thing doesn't get destroyed, then at least they won't be able to steal. Okay. The Keyraken Reaps. This fights the least powerful flank creatures, that's Harp Simpson, no damage is dealt. This will Reap and archive 1 adventure card. This will Reap and archive 1 adventure card. This will Reap and steal 1 Ember from me, nothing to steal, hahaha. And then this Crushing Arm will fight Hard Simpson and take 4 damage in return. Okay. Then we can stun and exhaust 1 of my creature that is not already stunned. Well, let's stun Mookling and exhaust it. There we go. I guess I could have then done the reverse. Doesn't matter. And, well, then I can stun and exhaust. Well, let's stun and exhaust Freebooter Fae then. Alright. Okay, so this is not going well at all. I don't think I have a chance in this game whatsoever. Yeah, what can I do right now? Give +1 power counters to my Untamed and play Milieu B, yay. Otherwise, just put down some stuff. Lay down some Saurian there. This will exalt this Crushing Arm, yay. Yeah, alright, let's go with Saurian and stun those 2. And yeah, so I guess I can at least put Lapisaurus over there to protect the Freebooter Fae. Then we'll put the Medicus Lacus here. And a Sensaphilo over there. And then we'll unstun those 2. Okay, and there's that. So I've got a nice big ball, I can't do anything with it. Because I keep getting exhausted and stunned, that's lovely. Alright, so what do we draw? Embermancy, Little Niff, and Flumph. Okay, lovely. So yeah, if we could make use of Untamed next turn, that would be nice. Not that it's gonna make much of a difference. So Keyraken advances for 3 plus 2 from Mookling. Yeah, so 3 Ember. Third advance out of 4. Alright. We are not in a great spot. So that's from the adventure deck. And we have 2 from the archive. Preternatural Will. If the tide is low, heal 6 damage from the Keyraken. Yeah, that's fine. Into the Abyss. Again, remember, discard my hand and draw 4 cards. If the tide is high, I may lower the tide instead. Okay, well, that's my hand gone. Thank you very much. We draw a Sea Urchin. Hey. A Spore Gorger. A Hornswoggle. Oh, that's nice. And a Bestiary Urso. You may unstun a creature. Okay, that'll come in handy. Lovely. Then we have a Drag to Your Doom. Purge my most powerful creature. So I've got a series of options. I think let's purge this guy. He's the prime target for purging. Filicus Felix. Book. Alright. Then a Grappling Tentacle. So captures 3, nothing to capture. And a Race to the Surface. Again, remember, for each time the Keyraken has advanced, it archives 1 adventure card, and I draw that many. So that's 3 cards being archived. Woo! And I draw Hobnumber, Caridis, and Jackitar. Alright, so yeah, I guess Scylla, the friend of Caridis, is in those 2 cards remaining. That's nice. The Keyraken Reaps. That's going to be tough. Then the Crushing Arm will fight any Sense of Philo, doesn't matter because no damage will be dealt. So let's say this one. And then that's 5 damage in return on the Crushing Arm. This will Reap and archive 1 card. This will Reap and archive 1 card. This will Reap and steal 1 that I do not have. This will prey the least powerful flank creature. So that's either of the Sensus Philos. Let's fight this one. Okay, so that my Sensus Philo destroyed, and then that is 5 damage in return, which destroys the Crushing Arm. So it's 3 damage to the Keyraken. Okay. And then this will prey the most powerful creature. So that is Deepwater Gruen, Medicus Lacus, or Sense of Philo. I guess it will finish off that Sense of Philo there. There we go. Okay, then we can stun and exhaust 1 of my creature that is not already stunned. Let's stun and exhaust Lapisaurus here. And then do the same with Medicus Lacus. Or with the Deepwater Gruen, because yeah, Deepwater Gruen is a sacrificial lamb. And then this captures nothing to capture, so destroy Swift Current and lower the tide. It's already low. Alright, lovely. Now what can we do about this? There's a gigantic pile of amber across, so we can use an enemy artifact. That's nice. Sea Urchin, which allows me to steal 1 maybe. Jackitar, which will do nothing. Hobnubber, which will do nothing. This guy is stunned. Alright, so yeah, I guess I think that's game. So now I kind of wish I kept my hand to put the Caridis at the beginning. Don't think it would have lasted very long though, so yeah. Right, so yeah, let's just play some shadows, I suppose. Yeah, it doesn't matter, the game is over. So yeah, no, let's just put down some Saurian here. Let's play Caridis here. Bestiary Urso, unstun Lapisaurus for, yeah, and then Reap with Medicus Lacus. There we go. Yay. Okay, and that is game. The Keyraken advances. What do I draw? I draw 1 card. That's Scylla. Yeah, here we go. Yep, and then the Keyraken advances for 5 once again. And that's it. It destroys everybody. What was the last card in my deck? Chelonia! Oh, so we got 2 Chelonias. Nice. Cool stuff. Alright, so yet another defeat, but then again, it's a tough battle playing blind like that. I mean, yeah, had I known that I had this potential combo of easy marks plus care wall up, then that would have definitely gotten more Ember. That would not have won me the game in any way, but yeah. Otherwise, oh yeah, that's a very interesting deck we've got there. Looking at the list, we have so Caradis and Scylla, which is a duo I always love seeing. I really like the flavor of those 2 cards. They're really, really cool. We have a double Sense of Philo, so that's quite handy. We've got Medicus Lacus, that with a reasonable amount of capture-ish. We have 2 persistent huntings, that's very, very good. And then the Chelonia. No, we only have 1 Chelonia because that's the one I put under my deck, of course. Silly me. Alright, so yeah, at first sight, I'm not entirely sure how this deck would play out. But who knows? Like a lot of decks, looking at the list, I'm like, maybe this works, maybe it doesn't. I don't quite know how this plays out, so I kind of have to play the deck to figure it out. But I like some of the cards in there, so yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. Alright, so once again, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you again later for another episode of Keyflux versus the Keyraken. Have a good one. Bye bye!